If you've been on a series of dates and you can't move past the second or third date, or maybe even past the third month, then there is a red flag that I would like to help you become aware of. I know it might not be something that you're prepared to hear, but it starts with the core of vulnerability. And that's what we're going to talk about today, how to move past those dates and move into an actual relationship. For more videos on how to take charge of your love life, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Also, don't forget to take the relationship readiness quiz. There are 10 questions that will tell you whether you're ready for a relationship or not. I'll leave the link below. All right, let's get started. So when it comes to vulnerability, a lot of people think, oh, it's just about sharing my feelings, expressing myself, telling people about my story. And there's truth to that. However, vulnerability has another side of it, and it starts with the courage to be seen as your true, authentic self. What do I mean by that? Well, I will share with you, a lot of us, we armor up. We show our best selves, right? We don't walk around with a list going, hey, this is what I'm insecure about. These are my flaws. By the way, here's all you should know about me. No, we don't. We put our best foot forward. I mean, it's totally natural to be that person. However, when it comes to dating, if you're constantly hiding all of your flaws or your insecurities or your worries, and you're not letting the other person see your true self, well, that also creates a persona of inauthenticity. And it's really hard to keep the charade going when you're being inauthentic and you're not being yourself. You start getting anxiety, you start getting stressed out, and you start walking on eggshells because you're worried that the person's gonna find out who you really are. And for people that are more self-aware and conscious, they can see right through that. Hence the reason why maybe the date only lasts to the second or third date, or by month 3, they start seeing the person for who they really are because they can't keep, this persona going. And then they realize, oh my gosh, I got bait and switch. So this is not who I thought I was dating. And then they leave, right? If this sounds familiar, and if you've been in this situation, I know, because I've been in it. Back in the day when I was dating, I call this the marketing trap, where you morph yourself into someone else like a chameleon so that the person will like you. And they're not really liking you. They're liking the idea and the concept and the persona that you've created. So what I want to talk to you about today is about someone liking you for who you truly are, right? And the key there, the first thing you need to do, and the one thing that I do with all my clients, even though I'm a dating coach, it's really about dating yourself first. It's about understanding and loving all parts of you. We always shine when we talk about the things that we're proud of, the things that, maybe we feel like we've achieved in. But the areas that maybe we're feeling insecure and flawed around, we hide it or deny it, or we pick up perfectionism so we never have to see it, right? And that actually stops you from being authentic. So guess what? We're human. We're all flawed. The first step for you to be authentic is by accepting that you have flaws, accepting those parts that you may be shameful about, accepting the parts that you may feel embarrassed and you don't want anyone to know that you're insecure. Imagine if you went on a date with someone, and instead of just talking about what concert you like to go to, what friends you like to see, and where you like to vacation, but you got a little deeper and you're like, back in the day when I was a kid, I was bullied, and I had to work on a lot of self-confidence issues. And now I'm at a better place. I saw a coach, I worked with a therapist. I really worked on myself to become, more aware of my own boundaries. And if somebody actually shared that deep story with you, and then you shared back something deep with them, that creates a really good bond, some intimacy there. But if you just stick to, hey, what concert did you go to? Where do you like to vacation? What are your hobbies? You're never going to get deep enough with someone that they feel like they're going to have a meaningful connection with you. So it starts with that self-acceptance and how you share the story and how you process it about yourself, right? Because when you feel good about you, you're going to convey it in a way that's more positive and confident. And if that's something you need support on, you know, because it's hard to see your insecurities, your blind spots, and it's important to have someone be a soundboard. That's really what I do with my clients, is help them get clear about the areas that are blocking them from love. And it's hard to see it in yourself, but it's easy to see it in someone else, right? All right, and then finally, I want you to know there's a difference between vulnerability and trauma dumping. You know, trauma dumping is when you are sharing, oversharing information because you're going through some pain or hurt, and sometimes it is totally inappropriate depending on who you're sitting in front of. A therapist totally makes sense. A friend that maybe, you know, is trained in the helping professional, then, you know, ask their permission, it makes sense. But somebody you just met, or somebody that you are with, you know, is your friend that's not trained for it, it is really not fair to them to do something like that. You know, that you need to go to somebody that's a helping professional to help support you, okay? So make sure that you know those boundaries. And I know sometimes when you're emotionally charged, things just come out, and you just need to learn how to create more boundaries with yourself. Or if you need support, then get it. So I want to hear from you. What are some of your struggles when it comes to vulnerability? How's it shown up in dating, and how's it blocked you from moving forward? I mean, if you can't even share, you know what, I really love you, I care about you, please, let's see if we can make this work. If you can't share that with someone, there are so many missed opportunities, and the relationship ends up leaving, and it could have been salvaged. If you need some help in communicating your needs and learning how to be more accepting to yourself and compassionate, please visit me at amiethedatingcoach.com. I do offer private coaching and workshops to support you on your journey. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.